So imagine me here in Canada growing up in, this narrative of like, this is what human rights looks like. And when the Palestinian comrades are speaking up, I am confused. Became confused about what exactly the context was. But I didn't realize until 2009 when Tamil Chelvananna was killed, and we, as students at the Tamil Students Association at York University, had a sit-in in Very Hall, and the university was coming after us, saying you don't have a permit to be here, because the Sri Lankan Students Association and the Sri Lankan consulate were on their case about you're allowing these students to do this. We have a consulate issue because we are stateless. We don't have a consulate to mobilize for us. But you know who mobilized for us? The student union mobilized for us. You know who came to my rescue when I was a very young activist at that time, and I didn't quite have the language that I do now, which is why I do the organizing work to give young people this language. It was the Palestinian sister. When a Sinhalese student came up to me and he was like, about suicide bombing and child soldiers without the narrative of a larger context. And then a Palestinian sister dove in and said, what conditions was somebody put in to decide to take their life in an armed against military objects, that the Palestinian sister says to this Sinhalese person, the LTT's direct targets are always military objects. And what is the United Nations constantly berating the LTT, which is a political organization, to switch the age at which is enrollment of what a child soldier is, without recognizing that these are institutional policies that are put in place to constantly send our liberation practice, and she said our liberation struggles, right? When she said that, I will never forget that moment. And not to say that somebody has to, it was that moment of realization as an ally in the Palestinian movement, as an ally to the Palestinian movement, it's important for us to remember that we also have to use this opportunity to speak up.
We have a dream.